Hello guys, welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. Alright guys, so T-Mobile has 2 new home internet gateways in the pipeline. So we're going to read this article, most of it. You can find a link for this article in the description down below. Alright, so here's what we know. Love it or hate it, T-Mobile's home internet service seems to be here to stay. So while it's had many issues, which we all know many people have complained about, low band, how it's just been terrible, how, service in rural areas have been trash pretty much, not good. Many people have tried using home internet for streaming and it's been really bad uplink. So we know this, right? And it's something T-Mobile has been well aware of. When they came on board with the home internet, there was a lot of work that needed to be done. Some are saying that they've noticed some improvements. Many are saying it's still not great. T-Mobile has been on record to say that it's improved rural service. It's debatable. Some say it's not bad, it's okay. Many are still saying no good, So here's what we know. So, while it's had issues with speed and predicted coverage, and the provided gateways have been frustrating power users since the beginning, T-Mobile is still hard at work improving the experience. Obviously, T-Mobile started with LTE only ASCII device, and then moving towards 5G Nokia gateway, before adding options from Arcadian and Sage Sagmacom. T-Mobile home internet has used a lot of different devices to provide home customers with internet service. The business plans to have their own gateway options too. Apparently none of these are good enough for T-Mobile though, since it seems that the plan that they're on is releasing even more modems. So according to FCC listings, we should be able to expect 2 new devices from Arcadian and another from Sercom. Here's what we know about them. So Arcadian, T-Mo G4AR. This is Arcadian's second device for T-Mobile, and it seems to be a successor of sorts to the previous KVD21 model with improved hardware and cellular functionality. In terms of band support, the changes are relatively minor, like KVD21, the T-Mo T-Mo G4AR will likely support LTE bands 2, 4, 5, 12, 25, 48, 66, and 71, and 5G bands 25, 41, 66, and 71. However, it also adds support for 5G bands 48 and 77. So which bands are supported isn't the only change. It looks like this device is actually going to support limited carrier aggregation, which could mean faster speeds, especially in congested areas. From the best test results, it looks like the TMO G4AR will be available to aggregate 2 LTE band 2 or 2 LTE band 48 connections at up to 20 megahertz of bandwidth each. So for 5G band 41, it should be able to support 2 connections at 100 megahertz and 80 megahertz each. So that's assuming a dual LTE 5G connection known as 5G NSA or ENDC of LTE band 2 and 5G band 41. So it may be possible to have connection with 220 megahertz of total bandwidth. So in simple terms, that means a lot more speed and reliability, even on weaker connections. So there's at least one other significant change they're saying compared to previous T-Mobile home internet gateways. There's going to be more antennas. While the Arcadian KVD21 and Saycom Fast 5688W both have 4 cellular antennas, it looks like this Arcadian will have 9. So that's in addition to the 5 Wi-Fi antennas. So more antennas obviously means more signal, better strength, more reliable connections. So it's also possible the increased number of antennas is a side effect of having carrier aggregation support. So below, if you read the article, there is a image of the exact label for the device. And this is apparently the only thing that they have to go on right now. So this is where they're getting their specifications from. All right. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like the TMO G4AR has external antenna support. So using something like a waveform antenna will still require disassembly. All right. So a source has shared that the expected launch date for this modem will be August 2022 of this year. Okay, so here's what we know about Sercom. Sercom TMO G4SE. So this will be the new manufacturer in the T-Mobile space. On paper, this device is pretty similar to the Arcadian TMO G4AR. The band support appears to be identical to the TMO G4AR, except that there are no mentions of carrier aggregation. So this doesn't necessarily mean that it won't support carrier aggregation, but maybe less likely than with the TM-G4SE. I mean, if they're not talking about it, if it's not pumped up and advertised, I don't know if we'll see it. I gotta be honest. So I would think that's something that they clearly want to advertise. So like the TMO G4AR, the TMO G4SE bumps the cellular antenna count up to 9. Also adds another huge feature a lot of people have been asking for, which is external antenna support. This device is equipped with 4 SMA connectors that allow external antennas to be attached. It also seems like external antennas will work with all supported bands instead of only a subset like some modems. All right. For many in rural areas or dense urban areas, external antenna support could be incredibly helpful for getting a stronger signal. Hopefully the ports are enabled and easily accessible on the final product. So this modem is expected to launch relatively close to the new Arcadian model. It's possible T-Mobile will reserve it for business customers only. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. And then there's also a label here. All right. Yeah. So interesting stuff. I mean, I think it'll help. I don't know, I don't know how much, but I mean, there's some good stuff here. I think that they still have a lot of work to do. Clearly this is not a permanent fix. It could definitely provide some better service. It's definitely worth a shot. If you have the T-Mobile home internet, you might experience some better service here. Obviously you want to get carrier aggregation, so interesting stuff here. At least they're making some attempts to improve. So I guess we'll have to wait and see on this. I'll circle back when I have more information, when there's been some testing, and let you guys know if what the results are, But that's it for this video. We're going to leave it at that. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can find a link for this article, like I said, down below. And as always, I want to thank you for watching and stopping by. Much appreciated, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.